Hey guys and gals, welcome to this very belated episode of The Creator Speaks. I would have talked about this sooner, but other video projects got in the way that kind of prevented me from talking about this. But I have some free time now, so I'm just going to talk about this very quickly. So if you didn't hear, Nickelodeon last February did their Upfront, which if you don't know what that is, it's where they talk about what's coming up for the network in the year of 2015. What new shows are coming, what shows are returning, what shows aren't returning, any movies they have planned, etc. And probably one of the weirdest things to ever come out of one of these upfronts is what I'm about to talk to you about, and it's the fact that Spongebob is getting a musical that's headed for Broadway. I am not kidding you. I am being dead serious. I will link to an actual article in the description below that tells you what I'm about to tell you. So just so that you know I'm not kidding you here. So the article says that it will be helmed by Tina Landau, who did Big Love, and it will have original music from, and I can't believe I'm saying this, John Legend, Lady Antebellum, Aerosmith, T.I., and Sarah Bareilles. Look in the article. I don't know how to say her last name. I'm butchering it, I'm sure. And apparently they already have an opening number that's apparently at the time being called Bikini Bottom Day. I really wish I was kidding with this, guys. I really do. So what you might not know is that the idea of SpongeBob being a musical isn't actually that far-fetched, and it's actually already happened. Because back in, I want to say the late 2000s, I want to say, they did a musical that toured Europe, Singapore and London and such, based on the episode The Sponge Who Could Fly. It was cheap to say the least. You can look up clips of it on YouTube. It is not visually impressive at all. It was a lot of wire work because he had to fly in a giant square costume, but that's beside the point. The point is, it wasn't really that good. It was done by the same people who did Blue's Clues Live and Dora the Explorer Live. So if you've ever seen those things, you sort of know what the budget was, and you know how kind of cheap it is. I haven't seen it, so I don't know if it's bad. By all accounts, it probably is. But I just wanted to throw that out there because SpongeBob as a musical has actually happened before. So basically, there is no other information on this. There's no cast, there's no theater, there's no date, etc. They were just announcing to the public that, hey, we're doing this. So what do I think of this? I think it could work if, and there's a very big if it uses puppetry like, say, Disney's Lion King or Avenue Q, where you see the puppeteer and you see the puppet, and then through the course of the show, they become one character, then I think it could work. And I actually think it could be very, very good if they went down that direction. However, if they're going to put actors in extensive makeup and put an actor in a square costume to make them look like SpongeBob, Patrick, Sandy, Krabs, Plankton, Squidward, etc., it's not going to work. It's probably going to look very off-putting to start with. It just won't work. You can make fun of Shrek all the do-da-day, but at the end of the day, it still looked like the movie. There was still a connection to the film, and it wasn't visually off-putting. I have a feeling that it really could look off-putting, because if you think about SpongeBob, he has that giant nose, his rosy cheeks, and such. He's a square character, so he's going to have to be put into a square outfit. I really have my doubts that it could work if they went down the makeup route. If they did puppetry style, I really do feel like it could work. But other than that, I really don't think it could work. And I don't think it'll last very long. I think if they do it puppetry style, people will go see it who are fans of SpongeBob and who are puppet fans, people who like puppetry, because it'll get those crowds together, kind of like Avenue Q, who had the Sesame Street crowd, maybe the South Park crowd, and then you had the puppetry crowd, who probably made the show as big as it is today. So yeah, like I said before, there is no idea as to what the story would be. I don't think they'll base it off an episode. Maybe they will. I mean, maybe it'll be the English version, like a United States version of the Sponge Who Could Fly thing. Who knows? That's probably the only episode where it could work. Where there is enough story there that you could probably extend it over 2 hours, a 2 hour time frame, 2.5 hours, because most episodes won't last. They can't do fun. They can't do the fry cook games. They can't do, the episode where SpongeBob goes to work for Plankton. They can't do that. They could, maybe they could even, I would even go as far as to maybe they could actually do the movie, either the first one or Sponge Out of Water, because I think those have enough story as well that they could probably warrant themselves to, they're already about an hour and a half anyway. So all they would really be adding is maybe another hour of story, which I think could work for either version. But, there's no idea of story. So what I'm going to ask you is to leave a comment down below as to what episode or what movie or what anything you think should be the story for this. You could tell me what episode you want it to be off of. If you want it to be based off of one of the two movies, tell me which movie you think it should be based off of. Or if you have your own story as to what you think, the musical should be about, leave a comment down below. Let me know. And, I will keep on top of this because this is a very weird story, kind of like the Buddy's Musical Adventure thing. It's actually weirder than that, obviously. But I will keep on top of this. And if any more information comes out of this, I will be sure to make a video on it. But, again, guys, until next time, I'll be seeing you.